everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Broncos going up against the Desperados. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Austin Desperados. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And he stopped immediately there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go. Cut in left. Cut in left. Let's go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And here's a look at the starting offense. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's a situation like this where a head coach writes himself a note before the game. Remember, it's a long game. You don't have to chase points early. But on the other hand, it's a huge disappointment if you only come away with 3 after a big drive. Let's see what he decides to do.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a look at the defense now.
Come on, let's go! 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Alert! Come on!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Now back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the back goes into motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
It always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Third and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Brand 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a cut to the sideline. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go. 190.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to roam now. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Gun now on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos are going to have it first and goal.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
In the red zone this time. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run the option left. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on fourth down?
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back now in Austin. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll run it here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Green, 39. Gone. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Back out in there, Marty. Set. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it up.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hey, we got 3. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this...